At Trinity Hills, winemaker John Hancock has developed a reputation for experimenting with new varieties. His love for making wine is challenged only by his love of guitars. His collection of more than 30 classics earned him the nickname of the Blues Man.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Hey, cool, mate.
Well, there's no way John will let me get away with one of his vintage guitars, but he will let me taste some of the new varieties he's been trialling in his vineyard.
We like to try these new varieties because we're still early days in these vineyard sites. Like the gravel's only been planted really for the last 10 years. We don't know which varieties are going to work best.
Okay.
So we like to play around with new varieties. The only problem is that from the time we decide to do something, bring material in from overseas, propagate it up, go through quarantine, actually make wine out of it's 10 years.
Among John's new plantings is the Spanish variety Tempranillo, as well as a couple of my favourite Italians, Montepulciano, which you can pick up for around $20, and Arnace, around $30. It's not all about new varieties at Trinity, though. They also produce some of the best Syrah in New Zealand, and John's lined up several vintages of their award-winning homage for me to try.
John, thank you so much. I'm very, very happy.
You're more than welcome. It's lucky we don't have 50 vintages of it, isn't it?
That's very lucky. And do you sit down in front of these all the time?
Stuart, you're lucky, mate. You're the first that's looked at these 4 wines together, even including, I've not looked at them together myself even, so this is absolutely a first.
Quite fortunate that I'm here with you then, just to pass judgment on the, you know, the range of them.
Well, you can decide for us whether we actually bottle the 2007.
Yeah, well, I think I'm a pretty tough judge too.
I think we'll respect what you've got to say.
Silly man. So what we got here is the 2002, 4, 6, and straight out of the barrel, 2007.
Yep.
So you only make them in the good years?
Yeah, we have very strict standards as to what we want to achieve with that particular wine, so we only make it in the years we think it's good enough. Yeah, well, 2002 was a sensational vintage in Hawke's Bay across the board.
You think that 06 was, you know, a similar sort of vintage to 02, so a real good one.
06 was an exceptionally good vintage. I'm not sure whether, in actual quality terms, whether the vintage 06 was as good as 02, but I think the wines we made from 06 were better.
Yeah.
And there's a bit more experience. We understood the vineyards better, and we really worked out a bit better of what we wanted to do.
Well, how do you think this 07 is going to shape up?
Well, it looks pretty good to me. It's got great colour.
I think my favourite is the 06, and I'm definitely not going to be leaving Hawke's Bay without a couple of bottles of this.
Fantastic.
Thanks a lot, mate.
You're welcome. Cheers.